All right, here we are again, Coach. 100 yards with Chuck Priore. Trying to beat the weather this morning, but tough Saturday for you guys. You said after the game, two very good teams, and it's college football, so somebody has to lose.
Yeah, you really can't overanalyze things at some point. Thought it was a good game. You'll go back and watch the film. I think we played really well. And sometimes you can put your finger on things. I think we're in a good spot, and I really don't want to dwell on it.
Is there anything, the last two games, going back to William & Mary and then Delaware, the second half maybe wasn't executed the way that you guys wanted it to be. Is there anything you can work on this week to maybe change that?
Well, I mean, that's probably to your eyes, to be honest with you. We dominated the third period this past Saturday. I mean, completely dominated it. Statistically, number of plays we ran. They had a 30-yard drive and kicked a 50-yard field goal. And they took a fumble and ran it for a touchdown. Outside of that, we completely stopped their run game, their pass game. We threw the ball and ran the ball successfully, ran more plays, had the ball for 9.5 minutes. They had it for 5.5 minutes. So it really had nothing to do with anything that you would look at. Mm-hmm. We just didn't score points. They scored 10, as I said, on a 30-yard drive. That's all they had.
Talking about our team now, Joe Carbone and Ray Bolden, once again, we can talk about these guys every week, but again, they had great games.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've developed their niche together, obviously. They understand. Ray brings that competitiveness on the field, and he understands the game. And he's driving the opponent corners crazy because he's got a knack to understand how to beat the coverage that they're playing, and it changes each week. Joe's just been very efficient, playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. He's putting the ball where it can be caught, and he's making the plays we need him to make. And his efficiency rating and his ability to throw the touchdown pass when needed is uncanny right now.
And then talk about the offensive line a little bit. You have two guys that weren't slated to be starters that have started the last couple of games and really hasn't missed a beat.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to have depth, and those two kids have done a good job. Our redshirt freshman center, Anthony Catapano, and a redshirt junior, Jonathan Haynes, have came in for Joe Tortori and Armani Garrett, and we haven't. And our O-line, honestly, probably had their best game on Saturday overall from a physical standpoint.
All right, let's fast forward now. This week, it's homecoming, always a big week on campus. Does that bring any extra motivation for you guys?
Well, I think so. I think, kids love to play in front of big crowds. Obviously, the alumni here, so I think that's a positive thing. Certainly New Hampshire's going to come in ranked in the top 20 somewhere, probably the mid-teens. Team that hasn't lost a conference game and traditionally goes to the NCAA playoffs, and a team that last year started our skid. So this has been circled for a calendar year.
All right, great. Saturday night, 6 o'clock, homecoming right here in LaValle Stadium.